Hello, and welcome. Silrace here with Star Citizen, and this is my impressions on Aegis Dynamics Gladius ship. A ship I do not actually own, so I cannot show it in the hangar, but I can talk about it while I am flying and looking about it and check out the cockpit and give you my impressions on it, essentially. So, this ship has a whole lot of guns and a whole lot of mounts for various weaponry. I do not even have enough weaponry mounted that you can actually mount on this thing. This is supposed to be the focus of this ship, that is supposed to be a short-range patrol fighter. How does that feature against all the other patrol fighters? I cannot yet say what it will be in the final product. How well would this thing do against all the others, such as the Hornets and all those things. But let's take a proper look at the cockpit of this vehicle first. Inside the cockpit here, as you can see, this cockpit is kind of interesting in the sense that it's kind of different looking from most of the others. It looks kind of bare bones. For example, you have all this, that seems like a coolant cable down there, and you have all of this stuff which is open, essentially. It's not hidden behind panels and all that stuff, which could be kind of hazardous, I guess, depending on the situation, what have you. But overall, it is very nice little detailing there, that it is actually open to view, even though if I was the pilot, I might not want all of this to be visible to me at all the times. Panels, very nicely done, absolutely love that. And the danger high voltage in the middle, very cool. Means there is usually a fuse box there, right at the nicely easily accessible place. What I am always curious about is, like, why this middle of the legs, as in between the legs, joystick. Because if you consider it, the arm position for holding and guiding the joystick, of you actually using the joystick to guide the ship, to be precise, that being there, the arm position to do that for hours on end is going to be very strenuous as compared to it being on the, side instead of the middle of the cockpit. And of course, the thruster handle there with the other arm, that is kind of nifty looking, in all honesty. Overall, I like the cockpit from the inside. Like I said, it looks bare bones, it looks like it's basically made to be flown, and someone forgot to put the panels on, so that's kind of funky. So let's do a little bit of flying around with this thing. This thing actually has very respectable 240 top speed, which is very nice for a patrol craft. It's like, it's one of the faster patrol crafts we have access to at the moment, and it can actually go out there and beat certain racing ships in races, which is very nifty. If you are looking at a ship which is capable of doing all that, you might want to look at the Gladius, because it is frankly very nice. And of course, I have lots and lots of guns here, what to use and all that stuff. Let's also take a look at this ship from the outside. So Gladius is a very sleek looking ship. It's like that. I love the vertical wing tips. Those are very nice. I am not so sure how well that will do on actual atmospheric maneuvering, though, considering the stuff heats up to 2000 or so Celsius when you get to Earth's atmosphere. If we are gonna get some all other kinds of planets, then that might not be quite so awesome. Anyway, those semantics aside, this ship looks very nice, very nice indeed. Of course, that underneath little extra flight thing there, I'm not so sure this is going to be very good for, like I mentioned, the atmospheric stuff. Anyways, but the ship does look very nice, very combaty. It's like the fixed wing cannons, or at the tips of the wings, all that stuff. It is very, very nice. And of course, pilot. And I love that you can see the arm animation when you guide the joystick around, as you can see. That is very nicely done. Also, the cockpit is also very, very open. So, that's nice and nifty. Like, if I take another look at this cockpit is pretty damn open. You can see very nicely from outside it, and I love this, this split here, which allows the pilot to get out of the cockpit. That is very nicely done. Really like that. But overall, there is not much to obscure your vision, which is very, very awesome. Overall, I would say endorsement for this ship. If you really want a patrol craft which can do other stuff too, I could really consider the Gladius. Because of that massive top speed, you can do racing, and you can get from place to place, and also because it has a lot of guns to it, it can probably give another, well, most other patrol crafts a run for their money. I would at least assume so, based on what I check out and whatnot. And also, the ship looks nice. Looks really nice. Anyway, that was my impressions on the Aegis Gladius. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you folks another time for more Star Citizen.